So you want to start selling digital products on Etsy, but you have no idea where to even start, what products to make, how to do SEO, how to do market research, and all of the above. Don't worry, I got you. Today we are going to be going all over the nitty-gritty of how to do market research, how to do SEO, how to make a listing, all that good stuff. We are going to cover it all today. So let's just jump right into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So when you're first starting on Etsy, you're going to really have no idea what to sell, and this is kind of what I did to find niches to get into. Literally was so simple and typed in digital products. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna do digital products. All right, and you can be more specific and you can type in Canva, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna do digital products. Now let's see what comes up. We've got dog stuff, we've got digital product ideas to sell, we've got Labubu. Okay, we got Labubu. We also got Pixar. Now, you don't ever want to do anything that has like Disney, Universal, like stuff that's copyright trademarked, because that is the quickest way to get your shop down. So stay away from shops that kind of do stuff like this. But let's go into this Labubu's actually. It's $1, it's made in Canva. We love Canva. Okay, wow, so in demand, 15 people bought this in the last 24 hours. All right, so we know that Labubus are definitely in style. They're definitely, you know, the new thing. So we can maybe favorite this listing if we want, or maybe let's just go on their shop and see what else they have, okay? So this shop has only been open for 7 months, and they have almost 5,000 sales. And as you can see, it looks like they just sell a lot of birthday invitations. So looking at the shop further, we can see that it's a lot of events. There's birthdays, ticket templates, diplomas, all that good stuff. But as we can see on the left-hand side over here, we see that birthday invitation takes the cake with the most listing with 61 listings. So now we can kind of gather that data and be like, okay, birthday template or birthday invitation is a keyword to look out for. So this is when I would go into Alura and I would say, hey, let's type in birthday invitation and see what comes up. All right, now as we can see, search volume is incredibly high. Competition is incredibly high as well, but it has a pretty good conversion rate, okay? In my old videos, when I talk about niching down and trying to find a sub niche within a big niche, this is what I would be talking about. So as we can see, birthday invitation is asinine. It's so much in search volume. We're obviously not gonna use that keyword, but maybe if we scroll down a bit, we might find some other things. Like, what else do we got? Let's look. Gender reveal invitation. And as you can see, I already had that one favorited because I did sell some invitations at some point. So gender invitation, 18,000 in search volume, 56,000 in competition, and 550,000 total sales. That's a good niche to get into. Bowling invitation, 1,300 monthly views, 3,600 in competition, and 45,000 sales. This would be another great niche to get into. Electronic birthday invitations. I also did sell that at some point in my shop too. This one has almost 10,000 searches a month, 31,000 in competition, and 314,000 total sales. So that is also a really good niche to get into. So birthday invitations would be something that I would look out for and I would maybe put in my shop. So scrolling down a bit, we can see that there's, you know, some other digital products in here. This is wall art. Wall art is a very, very popular niche. However, it is also extremely competitive to get into. So we might veer away from that niche just for now. Here's one of those digital invitations that we were talking about previously. Clip art. This is some clip art. Let's take a look at their shop and see. So this up here is Everbee, and this is a plugin. It basically shows you how many views it has, how long the listing has been up, and how many favorites it has. We can obviously see it's in 20 carts. Let's see what else they have here. All right, so this shop has been open for about 2.5 years, and it has almost 18,000 sales. And it looks like they only sell clip art. So if you're into clip art and you can make clip art and you can design clip art, clearly this might be a good niche to get into. People clip art seems to be one of their most populated sections, so that might be a good keyword to look into. So now let's go back over to Alura and look into people clip art just to see what pops up. For clip art, they have Christmas clip art, that's 77. So if you don't know how Alura works, basically it will break everything down by search volume, 3-month change with the popularity, competition, and then sales over time, and then it'll give you an overall keyword score. Basically, the better score there is for a keyword means it's more likely that you would want to use that keyword. So as you can see, Christmas clip art, that has a 77% for the score. So this would be a keyword that we would maybe consider designing for. So you would favorite it, all right? And then if you wanna go and check into your favorites and see all of your keywords, what you would do is you'd go over to research, and then you'd go to saved, and you go to all saved, then you go to saved keywords. And then here are the keywords that are saved over time. As you can see, I have so many from when I first started designing and all that good stuff. This platform is really good for saving those keywords and really gathering good SEO to put into your listing. Usually this would be the part when I would go further into Alura and really hit those keywords and find a good mix of long tail keywords that would make sense for my listing. Let's say for the sake of this video, we went with birthday invite and we said, you know what, I'm gonna make a birthday invitation and it's gonna be cowboy themed. Okay, so let's look up cowboy birthday invite. Let's look that up. Okay, so as you can see, cowboy birthday invite has almost 600 searches a month, has about 6,500 people competing for it. The conversion rate is a 3.58 conversion rate, and then the score is 54. So as you can see, this is a pretty good margin for us to work with. So we could favorite this, we could favorite that, cowboy invitation, cowboy birthday invitation, Western birthday invitations, first rodeo, that's a good one. And just because some of them say 0 doesn't mean they're getting 0 searches a month. I promise there's searches. I don't know why it does this at times, but it doesn't mean there are 0 people searching for that long tail keyword. All right, so now we're in Etsy. So now we're gonna start crafting our listing with our keywords that we found. We ultimately ended up with birthday invitations, and then we went to cowboy birthday invitations. So now let's craft that listing out. Let's say we crafted a first rodeo birthday invitation, okay? So let's go with this keyword. Let's go with horse birthday invitation. Let's go with Western birthday invitation. And let's go with Western party theme invitation. Or we could do Wild West birthday invitations. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy that and I am going to transfer that over to my title over here and Command V. All right, so now we see that it's a little too long. So let's take out Western birthday and I'll tell you why. So with Western birthday, yes, that is targeting a keyword, right? However, we have Wild West birthday invitation, all right? Western theme party invitations. So even though it says Western birthday, we are still targeting that same keyword with Western birthday here. However, we're adding invitations and we're adding wild. So this would be a long tail keyword. So from there, we can take out Western birthday because we know that that keyword is still getting targeted with this long tail keyword right here. So that's what I mean when I say use long tail keywords. You basically want to target a very long specific keyword that will still target that generalized keyword in the middle of the long tail keyword. So let's say this is gonna be our listing. Obviously, we would want to capitalize each word, or you can do it as is. I don't really think it matters that much, but for my preference, I like to capitalize, you know, first, rodeo, birthday, all that stuff. But for the sake of this video, we're not gonna do that. All right, so then here, obviously, you would add your marketing photos, your branding, all of that would go here. So then for your description, you would obviously wanna target that SEO and really make sure your description is optimized for search. So what I would do is I would head over to ChatGPT and I would basically type something like, create me a long tail SEO'd description for my Etsy listing about a first birthday invite that's cowboy Western themed, and essentially would shoot me back some beautiful, beautiful paragraph that would hit everything, and you could just copy and paste that into your listing. For the sake of this video, we're not gonna do that just because this is for show. So let's say this is ChatGPT listing. All right, and then also in the listing, you'd wanna include information about your product, like what are the dimensions of the birthday invite. Usually birthday invites are 5x7s, but then sometimes with digital invites, there's different dimensions as well. So you just wanna be very specific and very clear about what the buyer is getting. And then personalization, we're not doing personalization. Pricing, that's gonna be up to you to determine. Quantity, now for quantity, Some people argue doing the 999 is good because then it's, you know, never really going to go out of stock. But then others like to do maybe doing it at 9 or doing it at 8, just so that way Etsy shows that there's a low stock capacity. That way it kind of entices buyers to buy. I personally have done both, and I feel like I've seen more results with 999, but I've also seen some results with the 7 and 8. I really just think it's about buying times of the year, but let's just say for the sake of the video, we're gonna do 999. And our pricing, we're gonna say something like, I don't know, maybe like $4. Okay. And now for your tags. So tags is gonna be your bread and butter of your SEO and your listing. So basically we're gonna go back here and we're going to essentially come to Alura, and we are going to look at everything for cowboy birthday invitation that we searched up. And we are going to find everything that could be used in a tag for this listing. So let's go cowboy birthday invite, cowboy birthday invitation. Let's do Western birthday. So the cool thing is, not only are we collecting data from the similar keywords and we're kind of crafting our list, but we can also scroll down too, and we can look at the top performing listings ranking for that keyword we just searched up. So if we go to first rodeo invitation, we can see that this has been listed for 582 days. And some of the tags they're using, first birthday invitation, ranch birthday, that could be one we could use. Wild West birthday, we could use that one. Cowboy party. So it's nice being able to look at the top listings so you could kind of compare data and see if you guys are targeting some of those same keywords. So let's go ahead and copy those keywords into our listing, and let's get this ball rolling. And let's bring them over here. All right, so as we can see, some characters are just not gonna fit, so we're gonna have to narrow some of this down. So let's maybe bring that down a little bit. First rodeo. All right, we could do horse birthday. Let's do Wild West birthday. Let's do first rodeo birthday. Let's do Western birthday. Cowboy birthday, cowboy theme. You could do rodeo birthday. And then we've got one more to go. Let's do my first rodeo. All right, so as you can see, we have 13 tags that very much hit the sub niche that we're talking about, which is Western birthday invitations. Now we would obviously add our digital product in, and then decide if we want to run ads or not, and then publish the listing. Yeah, that's pretty much my research process, folks. I start on Etsy, I look up digital products, I see what comes up. If it's something that piques my interest, I will go on that seller's shop, I will evaluate, I'll see how long that shop's been open, I'll see how many sales they have, I'll see how many reviews they have, I'll see how in demand that specific product is. I'll go on that left side of their shop and I'll see what listings have the most in what category. I'll type that listing, or I'll type that niche into Alura. And basically from there, I will gather that data and I will determine if it's a keyword I want to design for or not. And that is pretty much my research process, folks. And it really isn't hard. All you need is a research tool. So I recommend getting on Alura, Everbee, eRank, whatever is most cost effective for you. But I have a code down below for Alura, so make sure you check that out if that's something you're interested in. And one thing that I want to note with research is that it's so important that you conduct it right and you evaluate as many shops as you can, because the more research you gather, the more data you're going to have to go off of, then translate that into Alura or into Everbee and start plugging and playing with those keywords and seeing if it's something you really want to design for. That's my research process, and it's what's gotten my shop to over $47,000 in revenue. So if you guys want to see more of this type of content, leave a like below and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.